Today, I'm at Chatsworth House in Western Victoria to visit Tom and Sarah Whinney, who farm sheep and cattle. They have a real focus on soil health and sustainable farming, and I am super excited to learn more about what they do. So Tom, how long have you been farming?
I suppose after finishing school, I was lucky enough to go away jackarooing and then studied ag science. That's where I met Sarah. And then just built my career over the years working with other great farmers.
All right, uni sweethearts.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I hear lots of things lately coming up about sustainable beef farming and even carbon neutral farming.
Yep.
Can you explain exactly what that is?
Well, for us, it's about always having actively growing plants, and therefore if those plants are actively growing, then they're actively photosynthesising, bringing carbon from the atmosphere and sequestering it in the soil. So essentially we were able to pull down carbon, which has been emitted, and then store it in the soil, which is actually a good thing for our soil as well. If we can have more carbon in here, then we're going to be able to hold water longer and also probably just buffer the ups and downs of the dry or hot weather.
You look like you've got some pretty chilled out cows here. Plenty of grass to eat, plenty of good grass.
Yeah.
Is that also something you focus on here, having like happy cows?
Absolutely, yeah. Low stress stock handling. So as we're moving cattle around in rotations, us and all of our staff have done low stress stock handling skills, and it means a lot to us. And if they're low stress, they're putting on weight, they're reproducing. Yeah, it's probably the way it's meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah, this is gorgeous landscape and land that you're living on here. Can you tell us how you ended up here at Chatsworth?
Yeah, we came back to the family business about 12 years ago now, and we were living on a property about 40 minutes from here. And then in 2019, the opportunity came up to purchase this property. So we sold up where we were and moved here and haven't looked back since. Our vision is to bring together people, plants and animals for a better future. And so I guess breaking that down, we work with the people, our team, our family, we can't do anything without great people. And then we work with our plants, so we're really trying to renovate our pastures, get a lot more diversity in there, have that sort of salad bowl approach so that the animals get a really diverse diet and are healthy from the get-go. Really trying to get as many different species of plants in the ecosystem as possible, mimicking what happens with native grasslands without necessarily being back to native grasslands. Grasslands weren't a monoculture. They had a lot of diversity, and that really builds up the biology in the soil and the resilience of the landscape. So it can be profitable, and there can be generations of people that work with this landscape for years to come.
Sarah, it sounds like in a nutshell, it's really just what you and Tom are doing here is about leaving the land better than you found it, which I think is an amazing thing.
Yeah, we hope so. That's definitely the aim. It's to restore the landscape and leave it in a better place than when we found it. And I think, having the kids on the farm is amazing, and we love spending time with them and learning together with them on the farm as well.
Tom, all the farmers that I've met never like to stay still too long.
Yeah.
What have you got planned for the future?
So when we first moved here to Chatsworth, we thought, this will be it. We'll get this place just the way we like it. But we've since expanded more and bought another block down near the coast to grass finish. So thanks to Rabobank, we've been able to expand down there, and that'll be grass finishing cattle and lambs down there.
So things are always just going to probably get bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
It's been great learning about sustainable farming. It's been great hearing your and Sarah's story as well. So thank you so much for showing me around today.
Well, thank you. It's been a pleasure to share our story too.
Sarah, you're looking after lots of happy and healthy sheep and cattle. I'm guessing you eat lamb and beef here with the family?
Yeah, all the time. Love it.
Yeah. You do a lot of cooking?
Yeah, well, we're not very close to the shops, so yeah. Homemade cooking is the way to go.
Yeah. I love it. Wholesome, healthy food cooked right here on the farm.
Yeah.
Of course, we're here, so we're going to do a bit of cooking.
Yeah.
Lamb cutlets, prime cut. So I thought I'll show you one of my really simple recipes. And I know you've probably got a million lamb recipes already. A really simple one, like some mustard, lemon and thyme marinated lamb. And we're going to do a really simple cucumber salad, a bit of yogurt. Healthy one, good one for summer, good one for the barbie.
Sounds delicious.
Happy to help me out?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've got already the lamb cutlets that have already been cut. So these have come off the rack. So you get your lamb. Do you get the lamb delivered here, or you've got someone looking after the preparation of your lamb?
Yeah, we generally send it off and it comes back all boxed up, ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so for the marinade for the lamb, I'm going to, as I said, put you to work.
Yes,
Can
good.
you put the zest of a lemon into this bowl?
Yeah.
So this is a really simple marinade. I did catering for about 12 years. Lamb
Amazing.
cutlets at a party or a function are the first things to go.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to put in some extra virgin olive oil.
Delicious.
Obviously, lamb cutlets are quite fatty. This just encourages them to get a bit of sizzle happening, and once they get sizzling on the barbecue, they release some of their fat, and we all know fat is flavour when it comes to lamb.
Delicious.
So a bit of oil. Might seem a bit strange, a little bit of honey. The honey just balances up the heat in the mustard. That's good with the lemon. And also, Sarah, there's some thyme in there. I just think it's a really lovely aromatic herb. You could use rosemary. I'm guessing, do you grow any herbs up in your garden?
We've got a few.
And some sea salt. So we've got about, 8-10 cutlets here to do. So we just need enough to cover them. So I'm just going to give this a mix. Beautiful. Very simple. A lot of these things people that have in their pantry. In with our cutlets. And I just want to give them a toss for me. Want to get a really nice kind of light coating on them. Beautiful. I think, we've talked so much today about looking after the lambs and the soil and the good quality. And I think when you've got good quality produce, you don't want to start masking it with loads of kind of strong flavours. So I think this marinades, it complements the lamb, gives it a bit of flavour, but doesn't kind of overtake. Okay, you good on the barbecue?
Well, we've done a fair bit here.
Yeah.
So yeah. Happy to give it a go.
Barbecue's the specialty here.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to do a do-si-do. Barbecue's already hot.
Yep.
You know how to cook the lamb cutlets. You don't need me to tell you how to do them. While Sarah's looking after the lamb, I've got a really simple summer salad to go with it. Something, light and fresh. Lamb cutlets are quite rich and tasty, so this is just another thing to complement them. Some baby cucumbers, beautiful and sweet. I'm just going to slice a couple of these up. So nip off the ends. I'm just going to cut the cucumber into some chunky pieces. Just cut it for something different, to give a different texture, different look and feel. Since you were so good picking the herbs earlier, I'm going to get you to pick some dill.
Yeah.
And I've got some mint as well. I just think mint goes so well with lamb.
It does, yeah. Do you want it chopped as well? Or?
Classic. You can just pick sprigs.
Yeah.
And the same with the mint. Nice and rustic.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. Can never go wrong. Some radishes. Again, just something for some crunch. What's your favourite lamb dish? What's your favourite dish to cook with lamb?
Oh, I think you can't go past a roast lamb. We love,
leg, roast leg of lamb.
Or a butterflied leg of lamb. We've been doing a lot lately. Yeah. Or, out in the paddocks, picnic paddock, barbecue on the fire.
Cutlets
always,
and chops.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think lamb is just one of those things when something magical happens on the barbecue.
Yeah.
It's got lots of flavour, lots of fat. The smell of it's just enough to draw anyone in. How's our lamb looking?
I think it's coming along nicely.
Looking good.
Yeah.
The lemon, we've used the zest in the marinade. I'm just going to use the juice as... I'm not actually making a dressing for this. I'm just going to squeeze the juice over. Again, fresh produce. Don't need to do too much to it. It speaks for itself. Some lemon juice. Some salt and pepper if you want to crack that on. And I'll put some olive oil. So yeah, season that up with some salt. Beautiful. And then I've got some green olives, something nice and briny and salty. You can do this with me. I just like to crush them. Again, it's just about textures, doing something different with the produce. I don't like to cut them into rings, you know, like them pizza olives that you don't want it to look like that. We want it to look nice and organic. Give that a little toss. All right, that salad is done. Do you know how you know when the lamb cutlets are done?
How?
You can smell them. They smell good, don't they?
They do smell good.
We're going to take them off
Yeah.
and let them rest. Now, lamb cutlets cook quite quickly, but they really benefit from 1 or 2 minutes resting just to let the meat relax and they become super, super tender. And once they're rested, we can plate all of this up.
Here you go.
They look delicious. They look delicious. Right,
They
to
do.
plate up, I know you probably just pass them around and eat them, but you know, we can get a little bit fancy.
A little bit fancy, like that.
So I'm
Yum.
just going to put a couple of spoons of yogurt onto our serving plate. It just adds that bit of kind of twang to go with the lamb.
Love
So
it.
that's on, yogurt's on. Then scatter over our salad. It's still just meat and salad.
It is.
It's just about making it look, you know, look fancier than it is.
Right.
And then Sarah, I'm going to get you to place some of these cutlets onto our serving plate. All right, and then a few lamb cutlets over the top. If you want to leave 2 on the plate for us, I'd be fine with that.
Would you be fine with that?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's probably good. All right, a few extra bits of dill over the top. All right, that's it. I mean,
Thank
I know you've got a million lamb recipes already, but maybe a new one to try on Tom and the kids.
Absolutely. I think they'll love it. Thank you.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.